Some doors don't knock before they open, they split the room in half. That's the kind of moment you're standing in right now. This isn't just another full moon you glance at and forget. Something opened, quietly for most people, powerfully for a few. And if you're here, there's a reason this message found you today. The snow moon didn't rise gently. It arrived like pressure under ice, the kind that builds unseen, then cracks everything at once. You might feel it as heaviness, restlessness, sudden clarity, or the strange urge to stop and pull away from noise. That's not random. That's awareness being switched on. Before we go any deeper, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe. It helps push this message to the people who need it most. When you engage, you're not just supporting the channel. You're signaling the algorithm to carry this frequency further. Now listen carefully. This snow moon is acting like a spotlight in a dark room. It doesn't create anything new. It reveals what was already there. Old exhaustion, hidden pressure, quiet truths you've been avoiding. And the people who feel energy, they're feeling it first. What makes this moment dangerous isn't the portal itself. It's what happens if you move the wrong way inside it, because not everything that feels urgent right now is meant to be followed. And what comes next will decide whether this shift protects you or drains you. Chapter 1. When the world gets loud, the wise step back. Right now, it may feel strange to slow down when everything around you seems to be speeding up. You might be asking yourself, why do I suddenly want space? Why do conversations feel heavier? Why does noise feel exhausting instead of stimulating? That urge isn't weakness, it's awareness sharpening. Under this snow moon, pulling back isn't quitting life. It's like stepping out of a storm to hear your own heartbeat again. Imagine trying to read a compass while standing next to a roaring engine. You wouldn't blame the compass for spinning, you'd turn off the engine. That's what intentional withdrawal really is. Not isolation, not avoidance, just turning down the volume so your inner signal can come through clearly. This moon doesn't reward chasing, proving, or pushing. It responds to those who know when to step off the treadmill before it throws them. Think of it like a bow being pulled back. The power isn't in the release, it's in the still tension before it. That tension is where alignment happens. If you're wondering whether you're falling behind, you're not. You're stepping out of unnecessary friction. And if you're afraid that pausing means missing something, understand this. What's truly meant for you doesn't disappear when you stop chasing it. It waits. Chapter 2. Stillness isn't standing still, it's stepping in. It might feel uncomfortable to do less right now, especially when your mind keeps whispering, move, fix, decide, respond. But stillness under the snow moon isn't absence. It's involvement at a deeper level. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you keep twisting the dial non-stop, all you hear is static. The moment you stop, the signal locks in. That's what stillness is doing for you now. You're not stepping away from life. You're stepping into the exact frequency this moon is turning up. And here's the part most people miss. Not every light you see in the dark is a lighthouse. Some are fires meant to lure the tired off their path. This moon stirs restlessness on purpose. It creates bright ideas, sudden urges, and emotional sparks just to see which ones you chase. You might feel pulled to start something, fix something, reach out, or make a sudden choice. Ask yourself this: does this feel calm and clear, or rushed and charged? True guidance feels steady, not urgent. It doesn't shout. It doesn't pressure. Stillness right now is like standing in the eye of a storm. Everything moves around you, but you don't have to. And the people who can stay there will see what others miss, because clarity only visits those who stop running long enough to let it arrive. Chapter 3. If it rushes you, it isn't yours. Right now, a lot of things may feel urgent. Messages, ideas, emotions, sudden realizations that seem to demand action now. That's not a coincidence. This snow moon has a way of lighting up every loose wire in your system. And when energy is high, distraction gets louder too. Here's the question people don't think to ask. Why does this need to happen immediately? Real intuition doesn't shove you forward. It doesn't create panic or tightness in your chest. It feels calm, even when it's serious. Urgency, on the other hand, feels like a fire alarm going off in a building that isn't actually burning. Some signals show up right now not to guide you, but to see if you'll mistake speed for importance. It's like someone knocking on your door in the middle of the night. You don't throw it open just because the knocking is loud. You pause, you listen, you discern. This portal isn't asking you to react. It's asking you to choose wisely. What belongs to you will not disappear if you take a breath. It won't punish you for waiting. What's meant for your path moves with patience, not pressure. So if something feels rushed, chaotic, or emotionally charged, step back. Stillness is your filter, and discernment is the key that keeps the wrong doors from opening. Chapter 4. If it rushes you, it isn't yours. Right now, a lot of things may feel urgent. Messages, ideas, emotions, sudden realizations that seem to demand action now. That's not a coincidence. This snow moon has a way of lighting up every loose wire in your system, and when energy is high, distraction gets louder too. Here's the question people don't think to ask. Why does this need to happen immediately? Real intuition doesn't shove you forward. It doesn't create panic or tightness in your chest. It feels calm, even when it's serious. Urgency, on the other hand, feels like a fire alarm going off in a building that isn't actually burning. Some signals show up right now not to guide you, but to see if you'll mistake speed for importance. It's like someone knocking on your door in the middle of the night. You don't throw it open just because the knocking is loud. You pause, you listen, you discern. This portal isn't asking you to react. It's asking you to choose wisely. What belongs to you will not disappear if you take a breath. It won't punish you for waiting. What's meant for your path moves with patience, not pressure. So if something feels rushed, chaotic, or emotionally charged, step back. Stillness is your filter, and discernment is the key that keeps the wrong doors from opening. Chapter 5. Sometimes you wake up because you can't keep going. For a long time, awakening has been sold as fireworks and breakthroughs, big realizations, sudden clarity, but that's not how it happens for most people. Sometimes awakening looks like deep exhaustion, the kind that doesn't go away with sleep, the kind that makes you ask, why does this feel so heavy now? That tiredness isn't failure, it's honesty surfacing. You didn't suddenly lose strength. You ran out of energy for pretending everything was fine. And under the snow moon, that pretending becomes impossible. The mask slips, the momentum breaks. You can't keep moving on autopilot the way you used to. Think of a sleepwalker. They don't wake up because they decide to. They wake up because something stops them. A wall, a voice, a sudden stillness. This moon is that interruption. It doesn't push you forward. It cuts the power to the old pattern. You may notice your motivation fading for things that once felt normal. You may feel detached, quiet, or strangely blank. That's not you losing direction. That's awareness stepping in where habit used to run the show. This is what awakening really looks like when it's honest. Not a rush upward, but a halt. A deep pause where truth finally catches up. And once it does, there's no going back to sleep. Chapter 6. When everything stops, you finally hear yourself. For a long time, movement has been your shelter. Staying busy, staying distracted, staying in motion so nothing has time to catch up. Many people don't realize they've been living on autopilot. Not because they chose it, but because stopping felt too uncomfortable. This full moon presses the brakes, not gently, not gradually. It creates a pause so sharp that the silence feels strange, almost unsettling. And that discomfort, that's not something going wrong. That is the awakening. When movement stops, the inner world doesn't stay quiet. It gets louder. Thoughts you've avoided surface. Emotions you've outrun tap you on the shoulder. Questions you never asked begin to form on their own. It's like walking into a room where the music suddenly cuts out. You become aware of everything that was always there but drowned out. You might notice restlessness, irritability, or a deep urge to fill the space with something, anything. That urge isn't intuition. It's habit struggling to survive without noise. This is the moment where honesty enters. Not dramatic, not loud, just real. And once you hear that inner voice clearly, you can't unhear it. It changes how you see your choices, your patterns, and your path. This moon isn't here to move you forward yet. It's here to show you where you actually are. Chapter 7. True peace doesn't shout, it whispers. Most people expect awakening to be loud, fiery, and obvious. Big realizations, dramatic breakthroughs. But this snow moon isn't about spectacle. It's about quiet. The kind of peace that doesn't need applause, hashtags, or validation. It doesn't announce itself. It simply exists, steady, unmoving, unshakable. Right now, you might feel a strange calm amid chaos. You may notice the noise around you doesn't rattle you the way it usually does. That's not weakness or detachment. It's alignment. Peace like this doesn't come from pretending everything is fine or putting on a mask. It comes from finally stopping the fight with yourself. Stopping the constant judgment, self-pressure, and inner arguments. Think of it like a pond at dawn. The world around it is noisy, swirling, full of ripples and storms. But the water deep down is still. It reflects the sky exactly as it is, without forcing the clouds to behave. That's the type of calm this moon brings. Reflective, steady, grounded. When you stop battling yourself, your energy stops leaking, your mind stops chasing, and your heart finally rests. And in that quiet steadiness, you'll see things others never notice. You'll feel a strength that isn't loud, but unbreakable. Chapter 8. The pause is your cushion before the storm. February doesn't start with fireworks this year. It starts with a snow moon pause, a moment the universe is handing you like a soft landing before the waves pick up. Think of it as stepping onto a trampoline before the next jump. If you land wrong, the bounce throws you off. If you honor it, you ride it effortlessly. This pause isn't just time off. It's a protective buffer, a chance to settle your energy, realign your focus, and stop carrying what isn't yours. Ignoring it doesn't make life easier. It just ensures that the universe will deliver the same lesson later. Louder, harsher, with more weight on your shoulders. Right now you may feel the urge to rush, to push past the quiet, to prove you're keeping up. That's exactly what the pause is testing. Can you move through without forcing, without reacting, without chasing? Rest isn't avoidance. It's preparation. It's the cushion that absorbs the impact so you can move forward smoothly when momentum returns. Those who respect this moment will enter the next wave with clarity and strength. Those who resist risk burnout before the real work even begins. This pause isn't optional, it's essential. Chapter 9. The next 48 hours are a test you can't ignore. Over the next 2 days, everything around you may feel off balance. Your mind will throw sparks of restlessness, nudges to scroll, or rush into tasks that don't really matter. That voice whispering, "Do something," isn't intuition. It's your old habits rebelling against stillness. Think of it like a quiet room suddenly filled with buzzing insects. The noise tempts you to swat, chase, or run, but each impulse is a distraction. The real signal is the calm beneath the chaos. The part of you that stays steady, watching, listening, noticing. That's where clarity lives. Not every idea that pops up deserves action. Not every thought that feels urgent is a calling. Some are traps designed to test whether you can stay grounded. And right now, this snow moon is turning up the volume in those traps just to see if you can resist. The next 48 hours are more than a pause. They're a spiritual calibration. How well you navigate the quiet, how much you resist the urge to fill it with noise, determines the strength, clarity, and direction you'll carry into the coming month. Stay still. Listen carefully. Everything you need is in the silence. Chapter 10. Preserve your energy, don't chase output. Right now, the world is screaming at you to move faster, achieve more, check off tasks, prove you're keeping up. But under this snow moon, that drive isn't helping. It's draining, filling your time with noise, busy work, or forced decisions won't create progress. It will scatter your energy and blur your path. Think of it like tending a fire. You don't add wood every second. You let it burn steadily, feed it at the right moments, and only then does it give warmth and light. That's preservation. That's what this pause is teaching. Even if it feels like nothing is happening, trust that the universe is quietly realigning everything behind the scenes. Your energy is shifting, your focus is recalibrating, and your inner guidance is rising to the surface. This isn't stagnation, it's preparation. Resist the urge to force movement or make decisions just to feel productive. Let your energy settle. Let clarity accumulate. Preservation now ensures you have the strength, focus, and alignment to move through the coming waves without being swept away. Right now, less is more, and waiting is your power. Chapter 11. Resting is the new rebellion. Everywhere you look, the world is screaming. Move faster, respond immediately, stay busy, prove yourself. That constant urgency isn't neutral. It creates a static in your energy, a fog that makes it hard to see what really matters. And right now, under this snow moon, that noise is being amplified, testing whether you can stand apart. True rest isn't curling up and hiding. It's refusing to feed the chaos with your attention. It's saying no to pressures that aren't yours, no to distractions that pull you off your path, no to the rush of life that doesn't serve your growth. Think of it like a lighthouse in a storm. While everything else is spinning and crashing, you remain rooted, steady, and unshaken. Rest right now isn't weakness, it's rebellion. It's claiming sovereignty over your energy, your focus, and your choices. It's the quiet courage to say, I will not be swept away by the currents of urgency that don't belong to me. The people who honor this moment will carry strength and clarity others miss. And those who resist, they'll be dragged, exhausted, and caught in storms that could have been avoided. Chapter 12. Slow down or you'll miss the truth. Right now, everything around you feels like it's racing. People are pushing, performing, proving. But under this snow moon, moving fast won't get you anywhere. Spiritually, speed isn't progress, it's distraction. The world may celebrate action, but the universe rewards clarity, and clarity takes time. Think of it like walking through fog. Run too fast and you trip over hidden obstacles. Walk slowly, pay attention, and the path opens before you. Every step becomes intentional. Every decision becomes aligned. Those who rush will stumble. Those who pause will see the details others miss. The subtle signs, the quiet shifts, the nudges that guide without shouting. Rest isn't avoidance, it's strategy. It's like sharpening a blade before battle. It doesn't fight for you, but it ensures you're ready when it's time. This is prevention, stopping burnout before it even knocks at your door. Right now, slowing down is power disguised as stillness. Pausing isn't weakness, it's preparation. Those who honor it will move through the coming energy shifts with grace, focus, and precision. Those who ignore it, they'll crash against the momentum they could have mastered. This is the lesson the snow moon is testing. Slow is the new strength. Chapter 13. Stillness is where growth takes root. The snow moon isn't just a moment to stop. It's a checkpoint for your spirit. Think of your energy like muscles in the body. They don't grow while lifting weights. They grow when you rest. The tension, the struggle, the effort, those are important. But without pause, nothing solidifies. The same is true for your spirit. Right now, this pause allows everything you've experienced to settle. Insights you've had but couldn't grasp. Lessons that felt scattered. Emotions that felt confusing. Stillness gives them space to integrate. It's like pouring water into a jar full of sediment. Shake it too much and everything stays muddy. Let it rest and the clarity rises to the top. When you honor this stillness, mind, emotion, and intuition begin to align. Decisions feel natural instead of forced. Your energy flows instead of leaking. You notice what truly matters instead of reacting to what seems urgent. This integration isn't flashy. It doesn't demand attention, but it's powerful. The people who allow it will move forward stronger, clearer, and more in tune with themselves. The snow moon isn't just pausing you, it's anchoring you for what comes next. Chapter 14. Honesty beats hype every time. Under the snow moon, the world's expectations don't matter. You don't need to look enlightened, radiate positivity, or act like everything is perfect. In fact, trying to force a high-vibe image right now only blocks what you're meant to experience. Real growth isn't in performance, it's in truth. Think of it like a mirror in a dark room. It doesn't care how you look, how bright you appear, or what mask you wear. It only reflects what's really there. That's what this portal is showing you. The parts of yourself you've hidden, ignored, or smoothed over. Authenticity opens doors that pretending keeps locked. You might feel quiet, flat, uncertain, or even empty. That's exactly where you're supposed to be. These feelings aren't mistakes. They're signals that your system is recalibrating. Every forced smile, every "I'm fine," is a wall keeping you from seeing the subtle truths rising under this moon. When you stop performing and start being real, clarity flows, energy settles, and guidance arrives. The snow moon isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for honesty. And honesty is the key that cracks the inner door wide open, revealing what your spirit truly needs to move forward. Conclusion. And now, as the snow moon begins to fade, it's time to bring everything together. What this portal revealed doesn't disappear with the light. It stays with you. The lessons, the clarity, the subtle nudges toward truth and alignment are yours to carry forward. The shift wasn't in the sky. It was in how you returned to yourself, how you finally listened, paused, and let your energy settle. You'll notice it in the way your attention sharpens, your choices feel lighter, and your path becomes clearer. You'll start saying no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what aligns with your true self. Rest now, not as a pause, but as a step into the chapter you've been preparing for. This is your moment to move intentionally, to protect your energy, and to honor the guidance the snow moon gifted you. If this message resonated, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to support the channel. Comment the number 77 below if you felt the energy shift. It helps signal YouTube to share this guidance with more people who need it right now. Remember, the moonlight fades, but the alignment you claim today will stay with you. Your next steps are quieter, sharper, and unstoppable.